Do you know how valuable date nights can be in a marriage? One of the most successful tips or tricks I can give to you to help your marriage or sustain your marriage is that of date night. That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. So as most of you know, I have been married for 25 years. This year is my 26th. We're working on it, people. We're working on it. Okay. But one of the things that my husband and I have done since the beginning is that of date night. We have always enjoyed going out together and exploring the world together. That's just what we've done. Initially, it started very intuitive, we were exploring one another. We were getting to know each other still in our marriage. We were still very new and exciting, all those things. He's an actor in Hollywood, and so he enjoyed going to the movies a lot, and I would join him, and that's kind of how our date nights went. As time went on, we had children, and it was a little bit harder to have date night, but we made it work. And yet, even still, now that our children are teenagers, we have to be very intentional about whether we have date night or not. But we make that time for one another. We set aside that time for one another, and we've even established rules for date night. So when you have children, it's very easy to make them the topic of your conversation. Oh, such and such did this, or they had this game or that activity, and we need to go to this and this, and we're talking about the plan and this and that. It's very easy for that to be the topic that we talk about during our date. But eventually we had to learn, okay, no talking about children, no talking about work, no talking about this or that, and we had to make it just about ourselves, our relationship, and so on. And that, again, it was very beneficial. So sometimes we don't talk about things, what we're going through, what we're experiencing, all those things from day to day. But on date night, we make it absolutely imperative that we kind of dig a little deeper into the individuals that we were, to again kind of see where we are at the current level that we are at. So I believe that it's been a very impactful and positive thing that has helped our marriage at different times, and I think that has helped other successful marriages as well. There's a video that I saw on Instagram that I also want to share with you, with a man discussing the need and the necessity for date night. I'm going to share that with you now.
Conversation about what's on his head and heart. How friendly are you? You'll look around and you'll find that you're friendlier with the people at work.
Good grief.
You friendly with the receptionist. You're friendlier with your work buddies because they know what's going on. But when you come home, you're just cooking and cleaning and running the kids here and there. And you look up, and what happened to the friendship? Friends anymore. Not friends anymore. We're married, but we're single. Yes. Right? Like you sit down and you ask, what's on your wife's mind and heart right now? But I couldn't tell you, right? All we really talk about family business, marital business, the status of the marriage, superficial things. But I can't tell you that we have a system or a ritual of connection. Happily married couples have rituals. They get to the point, look, we can't wing friendship. We tried. Can't wing it. So and you hear it.
Yes.
I walk my wife to the car every morning with her coffee. When we come in, he comes and finds him, and we pray together. We kiss and we talk about the day. Before we go to bed, we pray. We go exercise together. We have a standing date night. Couples are religious about that. Well, they're religious about it because they know if we wing our friendship, we don't have the core of a marriage. And it's so easy, especially if you have kids, to just live together and go to the soccer games and do your ministries at church and open up multiple businesses and plan family reunions. But when's the last time you and your husband had a conversation about what's on his head and heart? How friendly are you? You'll look around and you'll find that you're friendlier with the people at work.
Good grief.
You're friendly with the receptionist. You're friendlier with your work buddies because they know what's going on. But when you come home, you're just cooking and cleaning and running the kids here and there. And you look up, and what happened to the friendship?
What happened to the friendship? That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's very easy to just kind of live as roommates, and you're no longer partners anymore, because distractions of life, distractions of this, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and you don't have time. And then by the end of the day, you're just ready to go to sleep because you're so exhausted. It's very easy to fall into that level of comfort, that level of familiarity. Oh, he's always there, or we'll get around to it, or next time, or whatever. But we have to be very intentional about remaining friends with each other, remaining each other's preference, remaining each other's best friend. Enjoyable time where we enjoy spending time with each other. We have to be intentional about not forgetting that aspect of our mates. So it's a little short and sweet, and it's just reminding you that date nights are critical, and you don't always have to spend money if you don't always have the means, or you're kind of financially tight, or it's at the end of the month and you've paid all the bills, everything's been paid. You don't necessarily have enough money to do an elaborate whatever restaurant, movies, this and that, because we know everything costs an arm and a leg now. But a stroll in the park, a ride downtown, a walk around the corner, holding hands, anything can equate a date night if you are very intentional about it. Sometimes my husband and I, instead of going out to the theater, we will just simply turn on a movie in our bedroom, and we will enjoy a movie there. And we will I'll have my own skinny pop, or boom chicka pop, or whatever my popcorn taste is for the moment. He'll grab my bowl of popcorn, and he'll get whatever snack he wants for the moment, and we'll just watch we'll Netflix and chill, So that's just something that married couples need to be mindful of and not forget, because it's very easy to do that. But I hope that's just a small reminder to not forget each other and not forget the benefits of simple date nights with your spouse. That's all I have to say about that, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to leave your comments. I look forward to seeing you guys and hearing what you have to say. Bye bye now.